This life, life can give you, the truth of the matter is life can make you happy, can make you sad, can make you depressed, can make you feel things that you never thought you'd experience. But it's life. Life doesn't come with manuscript. No. Once you're born, once you're in this earth, you're born, and your parents, they're learning as becoming a parent. They're also learning. It doesn't come with a manuscript. Parenting doesn't come with a manuscript where it says point A, point B, point C. No, it doesn't come. Parents also learn. They make errors, yes. They make mistakes, yes, as they continue parenting you. That's one thing I think children need to learn to understand. That's one thing I came to understand. That's one thing I've accepted, and I learn. And as I became an adult, I realized my parents were also learning, becoming a parent. Okay? So this life, it doesn't come with manual. It doesn't tell you, oh, your life is gonna be this and that. No, it doesn't. So everybody is learning. Everyone is learning, adjusting, and growing, okay, at their own pace. I mean, that's how God has made it. That's how life it is for everybody. There are those who look like they have figured it out, they know exactly what they're doing in their life, and then there are people who are still figuring it out. They are taking it slow, but they are taking one step at a time. And then there are people who literally are looking like so messy, and you're wondering what's happening to them in their life. It happens. It happens. But at the end of the day, when I look at my life and everything that has happened, I realize life doesn't come with manuals at all. What I thought was in my mind because of the environment I grew in, and the reality, they are two different things that different completely. And then of course, as you grow and then maybe you interact with other new cultures, new races, of course education, because right now the truth of the matter is we are living in a global village. Technology has made the world into a transparent area where whichever information you can find it online from whichever place around the world. It's just a matter of opening up your laptop and you get that information. If it's a matter of traveling, it's just a matter of getting on an airplane and you travel. So everything right now is just click of a finger, you get it, and you're there. So it has literally influences how we look at things, how we do things, because of the multiculturalism around us, the way we have been exposed to other cultures, how we view the world, and all this stuff. But yes, life doesn't come with a manual. So here we are. Remember, growing up, we are being told, oh, you need to work hard, get a job, and then of course, once you get a job, of course, you're gonna have this successful life and all this stuff. But one thing people didn't factor in, or our parents didn't factor in, or even our teachers didn't factor in, today life has changed. Thanks to technology, things have changed. Jobs are not there. Let's call a spade or a big getting jobs right now is hard. And I'm talking of that in terms of my country in Kenya right now. There's this huge population of youth who have college degrees. They have like 3 degrees. When I talk of 3 degrees, I mean they have undergraduate, they have masters, and they have PhD, and yet they can't find jobs. And all along, when you grew up, all what you are told is just work hard, you study hard, and believe you me, you're going to get a job. And once you get a job, now you'll be able to buy a house. Now you'll be able to, to afford medical bills. You'll be able now to invest. You'll be able to start. That's what we've been taught all along, and that's what has been drummed in our head. Okay? So kids have done that. They grew up, they went to school, they made sure they passed exams, they made sure they were the best in classes, they made sure they entered university, and yes, they made sure they have done the first degree, the second degree, and the third degree. Now they're outside the world, there are no jobs. For example, I'm just giving you what happened the other day. There was a job the government was saying they have, I think, 8,000 jobs for interns, and they got over 50,000 people applying for that. Another example is there was a hotel here in Nairobi. It's a 5-star hotel. They were advertising for 5 positions, and they got over, I think, 10,000 applications. I mean, those are just examples that come into my head. But the point I'm trying to say is, so here are people, the youth, young adults, and middle-aged adults who literally are looking for jobs and the jobs are not there. And literally, they've been in their lives, they have been told a song where if you study hard, if you get these papers, you're going to get a job. That's what you've been told. And that's the reason I'm saying life can give you, can make you happy, can make you sad, can make you experience things that you never experienced. So right now we have a generation where people are getting jobs, they're looking for jobs and they're not getting those jobs. They have papers and they can't do anything. And the government is telling you there are no jobs. That's what our government is telling us, quite frankly. But if you go online, we can get those jobs. And getting online is basically getting those jobs for freelancers. And that's where now most people are trying to go about it. That's it. When I say life doesn't have, we are given this manual when you're growing up by our elders. They're telling us do this, do that, do that. But they're not factoring the fact that is the world has changed, and when things change, they need to give people, other skill sets so that they're able to maneuver, they're able to learn. So yes, have some other people manage to learn skills that are able now to apply online. I'm able to get online jobs and do freelancing work. Yes. Are the majority doing it? No. Are people still getting problems? Yes. So right now, majority of people who are in Kenya right now, most of them usually go outside the country. They travel, especially now you get people who are saying, you know what, let me travel maybe to the Middle East to get a job there. And of course, the types of job they get, it's not exactly what they wanted, but at the end of the day, you need to get a job so that you're able to make an ends meet, so you're able to pay your bills. That's how people are operating right now. But the fact is, most people, if you ask the younger generation, they'll tell you they feel cheated. They feel like the older generation failed them. They feel like life failed them. Why? Because for a long time they've been given this song, this belief, this manual that if you do this, you're going to get certain results. And now the reality is, whatever they had done, sacrifice, they're not getting. They're not enjoying the fruits of the labor. So yes, life doesn't come with manual. Life changes. Life can give you curveballs, and what you need to do is at the end of the day, you need to come up with solution. You need to adapt. You need to adapt to the changes. So if you're given lemon, create lemonade out of it. When life gives you oranges, create orange juice out of it. If life throw you apple, create apple juice out of it. It's simple as that. I'm saying it's simple. I know I'm saying it's simple, but it isn't simple. But you need to adapt. That's how people are able to manage this life. That's how our parents are managing their lives. That's how our great grandparents managed life. Can you imagine those days when they had colonialism here in Africa, all right? And literally they had to adapt because they were being colonized. And then of course they came up with the solution how to fight for independence, and they did. And yeah, right now we're enjoying the freedom of us becoming independent. But they had to come up with a solution. They had to adapt. It's the same way now I'm saying our generation, my generation, and the younger generation, they need to adapt. So life it is. It doesn't come with a manual. It's crazy, but it is. It's the reality. So if you fail to adapt to the situation as it is, then you're going to encounter problems. If you fail to adapt to your new life, to the new reality you're in, then you're going to have problems, big obstacles that are going to make you not be able to achieve your goals, not be able to achieve your dreams, not be able to be successful in whichever goals you had set out. So be able to be flexible. Be flexible. Be able to adapt to new situations. Be able to come up with solution every time you encounter an issue. Okay? The same way I am adapting. Because for a long time, I wasn't able to, first, you see there I'm talking to you guys in front of a camera. For a long time, I wasn't able to do that. Facing people, putting myself out there. For a long time, I wasn't able to do that. But then I was like, you know what, I want to do this content creation. I really want to establish my brand. So I had to literally do it. Force myself, put myself there. Even if I'm scared, I put myself out there. So yes, I'm adapting. Slowly but surely, but I am adapting. So even you need to adapt. Whatever it is you want to achieve, adapt. That's the only way you're going to be successful in this life. That's the only way you're able to achieve your goals. Because life doesn't come with manual. It doesn't come with a script saying, oh, do this, do that. It doesn't. Because whatever it is that our parents told us in terms of education, right now things are different. The reality is things are different right now. If the jobs are not there, the ones which you wanted, so adapt. Develop skills that you know for sure are going to help you get a job or do a business. Because life changes. Life today is sweet, tomorrow it's bitter, to the next day it's sweet. That's how life is. And you need to adapt. Otherwise you're going to be depressed, or you're going to feel you become bitter. Otherwise you're going to be to not achieve your goals at all. So whichever circumstance you're in, whichever stage of your life you're in, adapt. Be flexible. Have it in you to adapt to new situations. When life throw you a curveball, adapt. If it's a matter of, maybe you're thinking, is it easy to adapt? It's not easy, but we are human beings. That's how God created us, to be able to adapt to new situations, to new environment, to new things. Because let's call a spade or a big spoon. Before technology came, the way we know technology right now, the technology that we have today, that we take it for granted right now. When first it came in those days, people used to look at technology like as if it's magic. But human beings adapted and they got used to technology. And here we are using technology now to make our life easier around us. So yes, human beings, we are created to adapt to new things, new situations, and that is our strength. So you have it in you to adapt, because life doesn't come with manual. You just have to adapt to new things, new situation. So what are you adapting in your life? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Drop your comments, and please don't forget to subscribe.